Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a good day. What a great day. What a great way to start off the week. We hit all-time high 72,000 today. Mind you, the halving is not even here yet. Next month, we have what, 3-4 more weeks to go before we hit the halving. What's going to be the next all-time high? Right now, we're in territory, uncharted territory, basically. You can't really chart this because we never hit this amount before. 72,000. It's just the beginning, guys. And I'm happy you and we've been here for a while now. We were here through 16,000, 30,000, and look at us now. Now, that's just for Bitcoin, which is the mothership. All these other altcoins are also going to have some good gains, and you and I are just going to be here just reaping the rewards. So guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my content, consider subscribing to the channel. But now let's get into Bitcoin and see what's happening. This is beautiful, guys. I hope you're as excited as I am. Pretty sure you are, but let's see. So if we look at coin market cap today, Bitcoin at the time of this video did teeter down a little bit to 71,600, still much higher than it was this past weekend, still an all-time high. But we see the global crypto market caps at 2.7 trillion, increase of 2.6%. So that's good, right? Bitcoin dominance sits at 52.3, ETH dominance at 18%. So Bitcoin is looking good. Let's look at the 24-hour up 2.8%. ETH up 2.8%. Solana up 1.7. Cardano up 0.8, but again, this is amazing, guys. 72,000. I hope you understand how big this is. You know, to do it even before the halving. All these people, all these analysts talking about Bitcoin hitting, 150, 250, 300, 500. I don't know. I mean, we're so early in the period right now. You can't say that's crazy. Anything could happen now. So I just can't wait to see what happens here. If we look at the fear and greed, we're currently in extreme greed rather. So 82%, people are feeling good. Yesterday we were extreme greed at 79, now even higher. Obviously it goes hand in hand with reaching all-time high, but things are looking good. People are feeling good about the space right now. If we look at the US ETFs, this is the reason behind just the demand and supply is so low. These ETFs have been just buying Bitcoin like it's going out of style. And the main big dog is going to be BlackRock with the IBIT ETF. But if we just look cumulatively, everybody though, all the US ETFs, just from the weeks, right? From when they started about 16,000, 11,000, week 4, 18,000, 26,000, 44,000, 11,000, 30,000, and then last week, 33,000 Bitcoins being produced, and they're just gobbling everything up that, Grayscale selling. So right now you just see the demand is crazy. And this is just the US ETFs. This does not consider other countries that are stacking. We know that Russia, the United Emirates, Canada, India, they're all stacking too. It's not just US. And, I tend to focus on US because that's where I reside in the market, but it's all over. Hong Kong, they're all getting into it. And pretty soon it's going to be a race to see who can accumulate the most to something that's just not being produced as often as you would think. You can't just print it, turn on a printer machine like fiat currency and just print more. You can't do it. And it has value and people want it. And, God forbid anything happens to any of these economies, I think the price of the Bitcoin is just going to go even higher. What do you do when the world wakes up and they realize, oh, shoot, I need to get some Bitcoin, and there's not that much to go around. And even if there is much to go around, it's so high, you can't expense it. You can't afford it. No person like you or me won't be able to afford this. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. And I'm happy that I'm in the driver's seat, just reaping some of the rewards. Now, to put all of this in perspective, this is the amount bought by the ETFs, US alone. This for week 9, the amount of Bitcoin that was mined. Look at this. Supply and demand, right? That's what happens. When you have so much demand for something and you don't have enough of it, the price of something goes up, which is what we're seeing right now with the Bitcoin price hitting that all-time high of 72,000. Now, guys, this is going to continue to go up. And we know what happens in April 15th, April 20th, when the halving happens. This goes down. This goes up. This goes down. Simple law of economics, guys. Now, if we look at the total amount of Bitcoin held by miners and these ETFs, we see MicroStrategy is higher now. They beat IBIT. Before IBIT had a little bit of, they had the leg up, but then MicroStrategy just purchased some more, even with the price as high as it is. So let me stop there. Still purchasing more, it hits an all-time high, and they're still buying more. The conviction that MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor has for Bitcoin is not to be ignored. They know something, he knows something that maybe everyone else is falling asleep to. Not so much the ETFs now because everyone's onto it, but he doesn't care what the price is, he's buying. And that could only mean one thing, that he knows where this thing is going. And this price right now is cheap in his mind, considered where it's going to be in the future. But anyway, they're at the top. IBIT, BlackRock number 2, Fidelity number 3, ARK Invest number 4. Then you have BitMax at number 27, Marathon, the miner, Tesla owns some, Coinbase owns some, HUD 8, etc. Now Coinbase has this, right? And again, these ETFs likely are purchasing OTC, over the counter. They're not going to, the exchanges to buy it. When this dwindles down and these companies can't find to buy it anywhere OTC market, they're going to have to go, to regular places like you and I to purchase it. And that is just going to go back to this. The price, this goes down, this goes up, price goes very, very high. Now, FOMO's coming, guys. Parabolic bull run is here. And if we just look at some of these financial institutions, their page, just the front page alone, number one, let's look at this. Stocks not looking good. Stocks are down, right? Not good. But what's going up? Bitcoin and crypto. But if you look at the front page, there's something about crypto listed here, right here. Bitcoin hits record high above 72,000 as UK opens the door to crypto exchange traded products. Now, UK has like a love and hate relationship with crypto, but I'm happy to see that things are turning around, especially their economy is not doing great anyway. So I know a lot of investors over there in the UK are looking into crypto, specifically Bitcoin, to, hedge inflation and to protect their wealth. But again, this is the front page of CNBC. Now we look at the front page of Fox Business. We look down, what's going on? Crypto craze right there. Bitcoin surpasses 71,000, hits new record. Now, you and I know what's up. Now, when your grandparents and your parents who actually, believe in economics and they preserving their wealth, 401ks, IRA, Roths, and all of that, they start seeing enough of this. And this is just on the website. So, if they're looking at the shows, they're also talking about it as well. That's when the interest peaks and they start realizing, wait a minute, stocks aren't doing that great. All these ETFs, all these smart people are buying Bitcoin. Maybe I need to get into it. When full retail FOMO hits, guys, the prices we're going to see, this may be the bull run of all bull runs. And I'm not just being this to be, just do hopium and all of that, but I really think just the stars are aligning and everything's going to be crazy. So right now, there's still opportunities to get into these things before things go really, really crazy. So plan B with his stock to flow model, he came out with it last bull cycle and it was on par until outside factors impacted it. Hence, the interest rate hikes, Celsius, FTX, and all of that kind of messed everything up. But now we don't have any of that. All the bad actors seem to be flushed out of the system, out of the crypto space. And I think, let's see what happens. We don't have any guardrails right now. But basically, he's saying that a lot of people were hating on the stock to flow model because it was on the downside when prices were low in 2022. But always, after the price has been below the model, it has gone above the model and far below the model. That's what I'm hoping for. In fact, it's what I'm expecting. He believes that Bitcoin will rally to at least $100,000 and as high as $1 million if history is any guide. Let that sink in. At least $100,000 and as high as $1 million. I'm ready. I hope you are too. So the halving again estimated between April 15th to April 20th, and things are on fire right now. Just imagine what it's going to be after this. So any dips that you see in the market probably be a good time to DCA. If you're looking for a $30,000 Bitcoin, probably not going to happen ever. Unless we have a Black Swan event, anything could happen, But for now, if things are the way they are, I don't think we're going to see a $30,000, $40,000 Bitcoin in a long time. So another reason to invest in Bitcoin and crypto, the banks are here to protect us, right? But you hear all the time, and maybe you don't because media doesn't cover it as much, but Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, all the big banks, they're always hit with fines, misappropriating people's funds, losing funds, scams. And here's another one that's highlighted. It basically says that a JP Morgan Chase employee steals about 1.8 million from customers and victims of elaborate romance scam report. So again, I'd rather have my money, take it out, put it into my own wallet, and I'm in control of it. If I want to transact with it, I go back, I get someone's address, and we get to transact that way. That's the way the future's headed. And that's one of the main reasons that drove me into Bitcoin, where I can still be self-sovereign and control my wealth myself. And, I'm not waiting on the 5% interest rates of what a bank or a money market account could give to me. I have Bitcoin. So this is other things, that you have to worry about. But with Bitcoin, we're good. Now, let's move over to a little bit of alt action here. Yesterday, I talked about a meme that I got in early on called Balls. And it's on Solana. And it was pumping real well. Right when I announced it, we're probably around here. Right? I got in pretty early on this one. So I announced it with you guys, just saying, hey, again, it's a meme, very speculative. You can lose your butt on it. It could go to zero. And things are going down a little bit. But there's this guy that I follow on Twitter called CLOP, and he had this chart that's pretty interesting. He's saying right now a lot of people are cashing out, but according to his chart and his charting, he believes that this is probably now a better time to get in. If you didn't get a chance to get in here, DCA now, because he sees this thing going up this way. And you know what? I don't disagree. If I lose my money, I lose my money, but I don't disagree. Why not take a chance? If you put $100 into a coin and that thing can turn into, $10,000 or whatever, I'll take a chance. And again, we have the narrative, Bitcoin pumping, FOMO coming in. And when FOMO hits, retail investors, they come in the Coinbase or Gemini. First place they go is to a meme coin because that's what they understand. Social media is popping it and pumping it. That's going to happen. So I think everything's aligning for this project to go to the next level. Again, this is a meme coin, highly speculative. You may lose your money, but there's probably some gains to be made as well. Next, Ethereum's Dencun upgrade launches in 2 days. So it's going to help with scalability, mainly for the L2s. And I was very excited about this, thinking, okay, maybe, this can help with the transaction fees, but it does not. Not if you're transacting with the base layer of ETH. If you're on the L2s, it may help with costs as well, but if you're transacting with the ETH, let's say you're trying to get a meme coin or something like that, that's ERC20 token, chances are you still have to deal with the high fees. And last week when I checked the fees, I had a video about it. It was ranging from $70 and $90+ to make a transaction on ETH. But again, a lot of good things coming with this upgrade. Definitely going to help with scalability issues and reduce the layer 2 transaction costs. So that's positive. Again, if we look at the top layer ones, right now Bitcoin's getting all the action, but you still have some good deals being made to be had with these L1s. Solana, I like, although the price is high now, it's pretty rich. But if you listen to analysts and people charting, they believe that Solana can hit 300, 500 to 1,000 this cycle. So if you do the math, this is not a bad time to DCA into Solana, especially for some minor, the price comes down a little bit, definitely a good pickup. It's my number one pickup as far as alts go. ADA is still going to be a good pickup, although ADA is slow compared to all the other, all the other L1s. At the peak of the bull cycle, this, ADA can hit $3 to $8. So you can buy it now at 73 cents. I think is a good deal. Avalanche, I like a lot. Again, that's my gaming play. And they have Cockinu as far as the big meme on there. I like this a lot. Still a good play. Near's come up. Near was a slow mover for the longest time. And it was at $3 bucks. Now it's almost at $7. They have a lot of active addresses. A lot of active addresses. And I think one of the main app is an activity app that's drawing a lot of attention to Near. A lot of people consider it like a baby Solana, so I think that's a decent one too. Again, there's a lot of good projects down here. I could spend another hour going over these things, but that's what you probably want to take a look at. Still a good opportunity to get into some your favorite projects. Even though Bitcoin has a shine right now, when all season comes, real all season comes, all these things I just showed you here, all these other projects are going to pump to the moon. And then lastly, we'll end with the memes. Memes are the ones, these projects here I talked about, the L1s, you can, 10x, maybe 15x. But these memes here, the higher risk where you can lose all your money or you can get gains of 100 to 200%. And that's what a lot of people are looking for, especially the younger crowd. So these are going to go crazy too. Dogecoin was dominant or dormant for the longest time, very dormant. And then the last couple of weeks, it started pumping a little bit. Same thing with Sheeb, just for no reason, just started pumping. Again, that's the retail FOMO effect. These are the coins that most likely they come into first. They come in and see Bitcoin at 72,000. They think I can't afford that. And most people want to hold one coin, not just a fragment of Satoshis or anything like that. They want a whole thing. So this allows people to get into crypto space, have dreams of making, becoming a millionaire and still owning a lot of coins, So these are very important too, I think, as far as the space and bringing people into the space. And then after learning about it, getting into more serious projects. But these are doing good too. And the ones I'm focused on, I think Pepe do very well. Dog with Hat is a favorite of mine. Bonk's my favorite. Cock and You we talked about is my big favorite. Myro I like. When is decent. Popcat I think is pumping right now. But there are a lot of opportunities here in the crypto space. So that is what I want to talk about. So guys, I want to end off with this chart here. New Bitcoin, and this will be halved, and just the amount being bought currently. And this number is just going to go up higher and higher and higher, and this number is going to go down. So guys, you do the math. You're very smart people. You understand what's going to happen. And I'm just so crazy excited about what's going to happen. And I hope you are too. And you were with me watching this channel when things were down and out, but now things are on up and up. So all your hard work, all your DCAing, not listening to relatives and naysayers and just focused on the future is starting to pay off. It's just the beginning, guys. So have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.